Okay, so coming into my remix project, remember you're going to find the one that says remix. I think this is mine. I have so many projects going right now. And today what we did was that we are going to do a little bit more coding before we take a quiz. So this is just going to show you one more thing I need you to know for the HTML quiz. It's a little bit of CSS. I don't know why I included it on this quiz, but it's how to get a Google font. So we've practiced how to get what is called a web-safe font, which means one that the computer already knows, like Arial or sans serif. Now we're going to practice how to get a font that the computer doesn't know. So I'm going to make a selector for the H2. We're going to do some easy things first. Color. Ooh, I'm not in the right section. Color. And pick a color again from your images. So you can use any of your images. I'm going to come down here because I've used a lot from that first image. Color picker, and come here. I'm going to use this peach color. Okay, and then I'm going to paste it for my H2s. Okay, semicolon. My cursor keeps moving. Semicolon, enter. Then I'm going to do font size. Remember the hyphen because it's 2 words. 75px for this heading, enter. And now here's the time when I'm going to come get the new font. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to Google Fonts on the internet. Google Fonts. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and go to the fonts website. Now, if you've never been here before, it will be empty to start. But the first thing you always do when you go to Google Fonts is that you check your shopping cart. So from the home screen, Swats doesn't know why they've changed. Oh, Miss Swats is not on the right page. Google Fonts, it must have taken her somewhere else. Right? Google Fonts, right here. Okay? When you get to the home screen of Google Fonts, it should look like, there we go. There's a shopping bag here. Okay. If this has anything in it, you need to click on it and say like remove fonts. Okay. There'll be a button to remove the fonts. If you have nothing in the shopping cart, if there's no little number, then you're fine. You can start looking for your font. So I'm going to type in the font I'm looking for. I'm going to type the first word of it. It's this one right here. I want this collegiate one. So Alumni Sans Collegiate 1. It should look like this right here. Okay. I'm going to click Get Font. Okay. From this screen, I'm going to get the embed code. And then from this screen, the first box is the one I want to copy. You're going to do that by clicking on the little box that says copy code right here in the corner. So the first box, I want to copy the whole thing, copy code. Okay. You're going to come back to your project. You're actually going to go first to the index page because if you read the instructions, this one says it's going in the head of my HTML. Notice now that my shopping bag has something in it at this point. Okay. I'm going to go to the head of my HTML, which is all the way at the top. Okay. Line 3, putting my cursor after the word head, the tag, hitting enter, being sure that I do not mess up any of my other code. Do not delete this link here. Okay, you can even put 2 spaces if you don't feel comfortable. Control V to paste. Okay, notice I still have that link right there. Okay, nothing happens to my H2. Okay, my H2 is right. It should be my schedule. It's somewhere in here. Okay, so nothing has changed. Okay, gonna go ahead to my code here. And I want just this line that says font family and describes the font family. Only that one. Copy. Okay, coming back to my code, going to my CSS, and going to my code that says about the H2. I'm going to go ahead and paste it. And I should see that my H2, Swats doesn't see her H2. So now you should have this heading. We're going to go ahead and we are going to keep coding. So after wait 400, we are going to do font style. Oop. Italic. You can just choose it from the menu. Don't forget your semicolons. Those change a lot if you forget those. Margin. bottom. So margin bottom is going to create space below something. It would make space here. I don't like how much space there is between my schedule and the actual schedule. I'm going to do a negative margin. That's going to decrease. So a positive margin would make more space. To take that space away, we're going to create a negative margin. And then we're going to do text align center, which you already know. That one's easy, semicolon, and then that should move my schedule to the center. Okay, we're going to do one more for review before you have a quiz, and we're going to do the H3. Okay, we're going to review how to get a font again. So font size. This is the words my top 5 favorite, whatever you chose as your favorites list. You're going to do font size 50. So my top 5 favorite. We're going to do a color. So make sure you choose a color using your color picker. I'm going to use, I like this purple from my bookshelf. So I'm going to go ahead and use my color picker tool and pick from page and purple. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and paste it right here, hopefully. There we go, Control V, semicolon. And now we're going to go get a font. So back to Google Fonts. Remember, now I have something in my shopping bag, so I have to go ahead and click on it and remove all to get rid of it. So it should go back to emoji. Then just hit Browse Fonts. And this one that we're going to look for is called Playwright. And then Australia, it's this one right here, Australia, Tasmania, right there. It should look like this cursive. Get font, review, get embed. Whole first box for our head in our HTML. That whole first box is going to come to our HTML. So come over here, go to my HTML, again on the line with head, enter, paste, that right there, not messing with anything that's already there. Coming back, second box, it's the second line, the one that says font family, copy, coming back to my code, pasting, save and refresh. I should now have my top 5 favorite in that cursive style. And that's the last one for there, so hit save and refresh. And that's the end of this before you take the quiz.